Start. So yesterday we have discussed about how to write an exception, handling code with the help of try, catch, throws, and what is the difference between throw and throws, and finally. So today let us discuss about write our own, how to create our own exception. So before that, let us briefly discuss uh, about this Java's built-in exceptions. So basically, whatever exceptions that we have discussed in our previous 2-3 lectures, all those exceptions classes are defined in standard package say java.lang. Okay, and basically these exceptions are divided into two main categories: unchecked exceptions and checked exceptions. So there is a simple difference between these two kinds of exception. Yesterday we have seen that if a method throw some kind of an exception, and if that particular method does not handle that exception, then that method must include the name of that exception class in the throws list. If that method fails to write this throws list, as well as that method does not handle the exception, the program will give you a compiler error. So based upon this fact, the exception classes are divided into two: unchecked exceptions and checked exceptions. So what does this checked exception means? It is a list of those exceptions defined in java.lang that must be included in the method's throws list if that method can generate one of these exceptions and does not handle it itself. So the same logic we have seen. If some kind of exception that is generated by a particular method, and if that method is not handling this exception, then this exception must be included in the throws list. So this kind of exceptions are known as checked exceptions, and if these exceptions are not handled and not mentioned in the throws list, then program will give you a compiler error. On the other hand, there are few exceptions which are called as unchecked exceptions. So unchecked exception means the compiler does not check to see if a method handles or throws these exception. I mean, even if these kind of exceptions, if these are certain kind of exceptions which may be thrown by some method, and even if that method does not handle it or it is not mentioned in the throws list, both are fine. There is no issue at all. So based upon this fact, the exception classes are divided into two. One is unchecked exception and another one is checked exception. The list of these exceptions we have summarized here. These are Java's unchecked exceptions. Okay, unchecked exceptions. It means if these kind of exceptions are thrown by some method, it is neither being handled by that method and nor these exceptions are mentioned in the throws list, then also the program will compile and it will not give you an error. An appropriate handler, appropriate default system handler will be in place to handle these kind of exceptions. Whereas this is the list of checked exceptions. It means either of these exceptions, when thrown by the particular method, either it should be handled by that method or it should be mentioned in the throws list, stating that this particular method is throwing this kind of an exception but it is not handling it. So it is the function caller's responsibility to handle this exception, and that we have seen in earlier lecture. So this is a simple concept: checked exceptions versus unchecked exceptions. So creating your own exception subclasses. So whenever we want to create, say Java has given you many exception classes, say arithmetic exception, runtime exception, illegal access pointer, whatever kind of exception classes are there, n number of exception classes are there. And suppose even after having those n number of built-in exception classes, if your code, if your logic, if your program demands for an user defined exception, then you can very well create your user defined exception. How to create an user defined exception? So whenever you will create an exception of your own type, then you should use this exception class. You should use this exception class. Now let us try to understand this concept with the help of say sample program. Okay, let us discuss with the help of sample program first, then we will go to theory. So here your target is to create your own exception, and the exception name is my exception. Okay, your target is to create a new exception class. Okay, so that exception name is my exception. Suppose you have been asked to create an exception not eligible to vote, so you will create a class not eligible to vote. Suppose suppose in question paper if you've been asked to create an exception not eligible for driving license, so you will create a class not eligible for driving license. So basically exception name, what do you mean by exception? Arithmetic exception. So arithmetic exception means a class arithmetic exception. Arithmetic exception class is there, and when you throw an exception arithmetic exception, then you are basically creating an object of arithmetic exception class and then you are throwing it. So here you in this program you want to create an user defined exception. The name of that exception is my exception. Therefore, the class name is my exception. And whenever you want to create an exception class, you should extend it from the exception. Exception is the super class for all the built-in exception classes. So whatever exception you will create, it is also the subclass of the exception. So whatever are the features, whatever are the common features which is provided by this super class will automatically get inherited in your class, and you don't need to write it, repeat it again. Okay, so the first step is you create a class, class name should be same as the exception name that you want to create, and it should extends from the base class exception. Now here in this program our target is if user gives a number less than 10, then it is okay. If user gives a number greater than 10, then throw an exception. So here our target is if the user gives a number less than 10, don't throw any exception. If user provides a number greater than 10, then you throw an exception. Okay, this is our target. Okay, so how we have written? We have created a class name of your choice. Okay, then you have a main function. Inside main function you have written a try block and you have written a catch block. Inside try you called a compute function first time with a value 1, second time with a value 20. So if less than 10, so for the first time when you call this compute one, no exception will be thrown and code will be compiled and executed as per the flow successfully. For this compute 20 call function, you will get an exception. Now what kind of exception you want? You want my exception. You don't want any built-in type of exception to be thrown. So try, corresponding catch you have written my exception. System.out.println, exception is caught, and whatever the message is there, that message will be appended over here. Now we have given a call to compute function. So you have defined a compute function. You are passing one integer parameter. So here in the parameter list you have collected that parameter, that value. Throws my exception. throws my exception indicates that this particular function is throwing an exception object of type my exception, but here we are not writing any try catch block to handle it. So it is the caller's responsibility to handle it here. This is the meaning of throws my exception. When you call this compute function, in the first line you write the value of a, called compute the value of a. If the value of a is greater than 10, then you throw an exception. Throw an exception of type my exception. Throw new my exception and whatever the value of a. And the next line you have written system.out.println normal exit. In case if there is no exception, then this line will be printed. In case of an exception, this line will not get printed. Okay, this is the user's class. User has written a code. Say class main function, call the function compute function with the value 1 and 20. For 1 you want an exception, you want an execution to be without exception to run. For 20 you want exception to be thrown. What kind of exception you want to throw? I want to throw an my exception, user defined exception. So this my exception you want to throw. So my exception class you need to create. First you want to throw in my exception. So my exception is not a built-in exception. Like arithmetic exception is a built-in exception. So when you throw an arithmetic exception, so built-in arithmetic class constructor object will get called and appropriate action is taken. But as such my exception class is not there. So if you want to throw in my exception type of exception, then you need to create a class my exception. So you have created it, you have extended it from the exception class, you have created one variable, integer kind of a variable. Then you have written a constructor for my exception. Whatever value user will pass, you will accept that value and you will assign it in a detail variable. You will assign that particular value in this detail variable. And there is a toString method. There is a toString method. toString is a method. Here you will return the message, whatever message you want. Okay, like in arithmetic exception. Okay, in arithmetic exception class, when that arithmetic exception say happen in a code, so you will get a proper message, say java.lang. arithmetic exception : divide by 0 exception. So that particular message is written there. So what message you want to showcase to the user in case of this my exception happens in the code? So that particular message you will mention it over here. Okay, so let us try to trace this code. Let us try to trace this code out. Okay, now say your execution begins from main compute 1. You give a call to compute function. So compute 1, so value of a is 1. So you will print system.out.println called compute 1. So first line your output will be called compute 1. If a is greater than 10, no, value of a is 1, 1 is less than 10. So you will not throw this exception, normal exit. This normal exit gets printed. Normal exit gets printed onto the screen. Now control will come here, called compute 20. Compute 20 will get called. So now the value of a is 20. Now the value of a is 20. So system.out.println called compute, this message 20, called compute 20 will be printed on the screen. If a is greater than 10, yes, a is greater than 10 because the value of a is 20, then you throw an exception, throw new my exception 20. Throw new my exception 20. So we know that whenever we throw new my exception a, basically what we do is we create an object representing, we create an object of that kind of an exception. Okay, we create an object. It means when you execute this line, throw new my exception a, you are giving a constructor for this my exception gets called. So constructor for my exception means this code will get called. And what parameter you are passing? 20. So the value of a is here is 20. Okay, you will assign the value of a to the detail. So the detail is now having a value 20. Okay, so detail is now having a value 20. Okay, after this constructor gets called, then that particular object is created and it is thrown. It is thrown here. It is thrown here to handle it. So catch my exception E. That object is caught here. System.out.println, you will print the message caught, and this plus E. So when you give a call to when you try to print an object of type, say my exception, okay, this toString method gets called automatically, and this particular message, the user defined message, gets printed over here. See, the output is first called compute 1, normal exit, called compute 20. So caught is a hard coded message, and my exception 20 is user defined message. Okay, this detail is 20, my exception 20. This particular message gets printed onto it. Let me create a file for you. Let me create another document. Suppose आपको बोला जाता है कि write a user defined exception, okay, which will say not eligible to vote. So how you will write, say class not eligible to vote. Okay, so you will write not eligible to vote exception. So this is the name of your exception, class not eligible to vote exception. ये आपका नए exception का नाम है. Extends exception, ऐसा हमको बनाना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो लेट्स से यूजर की एक क्लास है, क्लास डेमो. ओके, क्लास डेमो. हियर लेट्स से यहाँ पे यूजर का एक फंक्शन है, पब्लिक स्टैटिक void main public static void main. Okay, public static void main. Now here let's say user gives a call. यहाँ पे हम लिखते हैं try. This is appropriate catch. Inside try, if user gives a call to say check function, say check, and it passes some value, say age. So age पहली बार हम डाल देते हैं 15, हमको कोई एक्सेप्शन नहीं आना चाहिए. सेकेंड टाइम अगर हम डाल देते हैं 20, सॉरी फर्स्ट टाइम वी गिव एज एज 15, सो हमको एक्सेप्शन आना चाहिए. चेक 20, इट मीन्स हमको एक्सेप्शन नहीं आना चाहिए. एलिजिबल टू वोट एंड नॉट एलिजिबल टू वोट. ठीक है, फिर यहाँ पे हम एक फंक्शन लिखते हैं. हम यहाँ पे एक फंक्शन लिखते हैं, void check int a throws. ये फंक्शन कौन सा एक्सेप्शन थ्रो करता है? नॉट एलिजिबल टू वोट एक्सेप्शन थ्रोस करता है, लेकिन उसको हैंडल नहीं करता. ठीक है, ठीक है. ओके, अब यहां पे हम चेक करेंगे इफ a is less than 18, if a is less than 18, तो क्या करना है? थ्रो न्यू नॉट एलिजिबल टू वोट, ये एक्सेप्शन को थ्रो करना है. ठीक है, अगर एक्सेप्शन नॉर्मली अगर एक्सेप्शन थ्रो होता है तो ऐसे थ्रो करना है, अदरवाइज कुछ नहीं करना है हमको. system.out.println println हम एक मैसेज प्रिंट कर देंगे कि नो एक्सेप्शन, यहाँ पे कोई एक्सेप्शन नहीं है, यहाँ पे कोई एक्सेप्शन नहीं है। ये हो गया हमारा कोड। अब जब ये एक्सेप्शन यहाँ से थ्रो होगा तो हम उसको यहाँ हैंडल करेंगे इन सम वेरिएबल ई, और यहाँ हैंडल करने के बाद हम उसको प्रिंट कर देंगे सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंटलन। आप यहाँ मैसेज दे सकते हैं एक्सेप्शन इज caught and description of the exception is plus e। जो भी डिस्क्रिप्शन रहेगा वो डिस्क्रिप्शन को यहाँ पे हम प्रिंट करेंगे। अब हमने क्या किया है कि हमने ये नॉट एलिजिबल टू वोट एक्सेप्शन को थ्रो तो कर दिया है, लेकिन हमने नॉट एलिजिबल टू वोट एक्सेप्शन क्लास बनाया नहीं है। तो हम इसको यहाँ बनाते हैं। नॉट एलिजिबल टू वोट बनाना है तो सबसे पहले हमको इसका कंस्ट्रक्टर बनाना पड़ेगा। हमने बनाया कंस्ट्रक्टर, नॉट एलिजिबल टू वोट का कंस्ट्रक्टर बनाया। कंस्ट्रक्टर नॉर्मली एक वेरिएबल एक्सेप्ट करता है। ओके, यहाँ पे हम एक वेरिएबल बना देते हैं, x नाम का कोई एक वेरिएबल बनाया हमने। फिर हम कंस्ट्रक्टर में क्या करते हैं, उस वेरिएबल की वैल्यू से x की वैल्यू को इनिशियलाइज कर देते हैं। उसके बाद हम टू स्ट्रिंग मेथड को ओवरराइड करते हैं। पब्लिक स्ट्रिंग टू स्ट्रिंग मेथड को हम ओवरराइड करते हैं, और टू स्ट्रिंग मेथड को जब हम ओवरराइड करते हैं तो उसमें हम सिर्फ एक ही लाइन लिखेंगे, रिटर्न। क्या रिटर्न करना है, यूजर is not eligible to vote because the age is plus x। हम इसको रन कर देते हैं। कॉपी फाइल, सेव एज demo.java, सेव। डू यू वांट टू रिप्लेस इट, यस। देखते हैं कोई एरर आता है क्या। नो एरर, कंपाइलेशन इज सक्सेसफुल, रन द जावा एप्लीकेशन। तो सबसे पहले हम एक एक चीज़ को रन करके देखते हैं। सपोज इस क्लाइंट को हम कमेंट कर देते हैं। हम फंक्शन एक ही बार कॉल करेंगे, चेक 20। इट मीन्स एक्सेप्शन थ्रो नहीं करना है, सक्सेसफुल हमको प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूट करवाना है। सो जावा कंपाइल एंड रन। नो एक्सेप्शन। जब एज ग्रेटर देन 18 है तो कोई एक्सेप्शन नहीं प्रिंट होगा। अब जैसे ही कोई एज हम 18 से कम देते हैं, इस वक्त इसको कंपाइल करते हैं और इसको हम रन करते हैं, तो ये बताएगा एक्सेप्शन इज कॉट एंड द डिस्क्रिप्शन इज यूजर इज नॉट एलिजिबल टू वोट बिकॉज द एज इज 15। सो इस तरीके से हम खुद का यूज़र डिफाइंड एक्सेप्शन बना सकते हैं और इस तरीके से हम उसको